So, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my next video tutorial, for lack of a better term. I hope this finds you and your family and your friends all happy and healthy, wherever you may be. I am currently here in my home office in Red Mountain Ranch, Northeast Mesa, the Valley of the Sun, and wanted to finally take the time to provide you with an overview of my somewhat new site, jasonpetersonrealtor.com. Exactly 1 year ago today, I recorded another video tutorial going over my other site that still exists, that you would have reached from jasonpetersonrealtor.com. Currently, or since the past 6 months, I have navigated or switched to a better site for many reasons we won't cover in this video. Yeah, that site, that old site, is still intact, still works, and contains MLS data for both Arizona and Utah. That site that I am referring to is jasonpeterson.exprealty.com. My domain, jasonpetersonrealtor.com, used to point to jasonpeterson.exprealty.com. Again, that other site that we won't be going over today contains both MLS content from both Arizona and Utah. And I do use that site in particular, mostly for my clients from and for Utah. JasonPetersonRealtor.com now will point to and take you to the site that we're going to display today. So, yeah, looks like we're going to have another warm day today, 107 degrees by 3 p.m. And looking at tomorrow all the way until Tuesday of the week after this next coming week, oh, it's going to be toasty, but we like that, don't we? Many people who move to Metro Phoenix, they say, so what is it like? And sometimes I'll say, you know what? You're going to love it. It's going to take you 3 or 6 or maybe even 9 months to appreciate the warmth that we have here. And the other thing they say, what are the benefits? And I say, you know what? We don't have mud. And they're like, what? Mud? I'm like, yeah, I haven't cleaned my shoes for the past 6 years since we've been here. We just don't have mud because it doesn't rain that often. As you can see here, this video from the homepage of my site, jasonpetersonrealtor.com, is displaying a wonderful video drone footage taken by my brother from California of Red Mountain Ranch back in January of 2023. We love it here. We are at the Salt River Granite Reef recreational area in just minutes, 5-7 minutes. So we really like it. It's a wonderful place to be because we have immediate access to the 202, which gets us into or at the airport within 20 minutes. Downtown Phoenix, Scottsdale. It's really lovely, as you can see here. Anyway, so I hope this video tutorial is appreciated by some. I realize that in the year of 2024 compared to the year 1998 or 2002, back then I used to work for Accenture, the old Anderson Consulting, in the area of learning development. We used to put together a lot of learning content, job aids, FAQs, guidelines, procedures, and a lot of video tutorials explaining how to use a site. That was kind of important back then. Maybe not so much important today because it's still self-explanatory. And that is exactly the experience I hope that you have when you use my site, either with your desktop computer, your laptop, your iPad, and even your iPhone. Each and every time that you do use it, you will have the option to install my app, which is even more helpful when tracking the market value of your home, looking for and saving properties on your iPhone or your Android. Um, Very, very helpful. You'll be, every time you open up, jasonpetersonrealtor.com on any, application or any desktop, iPhone, whatever, you'll be triggered to install what's called Closely. That is the name of the app, and I'm sure that you will enjoy using it. Otherwise, you can continue using my site, and it's very advantageous if you log in and register. As you can see, I'm logged in here using my own personal account, from which I can see my homes. We'll just pull that up here real quick. I don't have any, well, I have my one home saved here. The market value there, of course, that's just an estimate. It's an AVM automated valuation method number. To polish that off, we would need to visit your house and prepare a proper comparative market analysis, or CMA. You can look at your tours. You can book tours or request a tour of a house directly from the site. Very helpful. You can save your favorites. Of course, I don't have anything saved here. But yeah, check that out, your searches, and then your account settings. So going back to home, let's just run through the site here. And again, this may not even be required, but I hope it's helpful for somebody. You'll immediately be able to search for homes from this box here, or sell my home. You can send me your contact information, or look at your current AVM, your automated valuation method, market value, your home valuation. You can do that from here. If we scroll down, you'll see a couple of listings that I have available. One is under contract, and then you'll see other featured listings. Don't need to go through all the bells and whistles. Get your home report. That's the same thing as the home valuation. Operating team. Off to the right, bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a picture of my assistant, Galera Agnesito. This is an AI feature. I currently have it turned off because I found that most people didn't need it, and sometimes it was helpful maybe for a couple of people, but I think that it's actually more could bother someone. So I actually turned it off. But if you have interacted with it before, for example, getting your own home report, then you'll be able to click here. That's also available and even easier to navigate with the app called Closely. You'll see recently sold properties from me, either as the listing agent or the selling agent, past reviews and testimonials. Thank you very much to everyone who has provided me with a 5-star Google review. I really appreciate it. And then featured areas here in the East Valley. Doesn't mean that I don't support the rest of Metro Phoenix, the Valley of the Sun, which includes Maricopa and Pinal counties. Contrary to belief, Metro Phoenix is the Valley of the Sun. The Valley of the Sun is Metro Phoenix. So from here, you'll be able to access these area pages, as we call them, for Chandler, Queen Creek, Mesa, Phoenix, Santan Valley, etc. And then other areas that we cover, Anthem, Buckeye, Coolidge, Lavine Village, Litchfield Park, Peoria, Surprise, Tonopah, Whitman. Of course, I'm not in Tonopah very much. And then blogs. We actually create and publish a lot of very helpful blogs and articles that I hope that you'll find informative. We'll have a look at that in a little bit more detail in a second. And then, of course, my contact information here. My branch office is in Scottsdale. My home office is in Red Mountain Ranch, Northeast Mesa. And then you'll be able to, you know, look at or link to my Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, Zillow, or Instagram, YouTube, Google, and I love working with WhatsApp. Of course, you can call me directly at 602-517-4463, but if you love to use WhatsApp, I also really like to use WhatsApp. Very, very helpful. Much better than standard text messages. Okay, let's scroll back to the top again. This site can be used by anyone. I do not have my site settings configured such that you are forced to register. I do not believe in that. I don't like that. There's nothing worse than, trying to navigate available active properties to purchase or to rent, and then immediately be forced to, register and log in. You will want to register in order to use the functionality that I just showed prior. Looking at the homes that you've saved, your favorites, and your searches. You can ask me to set you up with a search subscription to receive alerts via email of properties that you may be interested in based off of your search criteria. Um, or you can just save your own search. You do not have to, request that I do that for you. When you become a client of mine and get very serious, and we're very uh, specific on what you really want to purchase or look for to rent even, then that's when I will set you up with a search subscription directly from the MLS in addition. This feed, the content you see on this site is in fact a direct feed from the MLS, the multiple listing service that we use here, Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service. Yeah. Under Buy, you'll be able to see all listings. We have an affordability calculator, mortgage calculator, featured listings. These will be listings that are from that I am the list for which I'm the listing agent, or for my branch office. Sold listings, and then you can also schedule an appointment with me. Also very helpful. Have a look at the date, choose a time, send me your contact information, and we'll get on the horn and see how I can help you out. If you'd like to sell your house, I would love to help you do that. You just need to enter your street, your address here, and then first of all, figure out how much it may be worth, and then we'll polish that off with a proper CMA. With a home valuation, or sell my home. This is, simply, an area field that you can enter in your address and submit that, and then I'll get back with you as quickly as possible. I'm very, very responsive. Again, here you can also use this schedule appointment to schedule time with me. I love using that because once I get you on my calendar, being as busy as I am, it's very helpful for me. Under areas, I list out specific areas: Chandler, Fountain Hills, Gilbert, Mesa, Phoenix, Queen Creek, Santan Valley, Scottsdale, and Tempe. It doesn't mean that I won't support you in Maricopa or Casa Grande or Glendale or Peoria. I will. I love truly supporting all of the Valley of the Sun, which is why I also have at the very top a link here um, to help you navigate into the area that you're interested in. For example, Apache Junction or Buckeye. Once you click into that, this is going to give you a lot of helpful information: the average sales price, total listings, the median sales price, and then other demographic based information. We'll have a look at that here. As you can see, population density, education, annual income, local info, nearby locations, schools and businesses. Might find that helpful. And then, of course, nearby listings. Okay. Now, one feature that I would like to introduce is it's not always helpful for every single village or subdivision or specific area in a city. For example, Mesa, if we were to look at Mesa, you can drill down into the specific areas or slash subdivisions. For example, Red Mountain Ranch, where we live, or Las Sendas, or Desert Uplands, no? Or Alta Mesa. So when we click on that, that too will also offer you the average sales price, total listings, and some other information you may find helpful. And then you can drill into the individual homes that are currently available and active to purchase. And then once again, from the Valley of the Sun, if you don't, remember JacePetersonRealtor.com, I encourage you to remember ArizonaMarketWatch.com or ArizonaMarketWatch.info. From there, that domain will take you straight into this page. And as you see, Casa Grande, Coolidge, Cave Creek, Florence, El Mirage, Gold Canyon, Glendale, Gilbert, Morristown, Paradise Valley, Phoenix, Sun City, Scottsdale, Sun Lakes, Wickenburg, Youngtown. Okay. And, I won't go through all the specifics there, what you can do. From here, you can start searching. And then again, register to save your favorites and your searches and things like that. You can also schedule a tour. You can ask me to show you a home from the site. From About, you'll see About Us and Contact Us. From News and Updates, this is our blog. We currently have 770 blogs and articles with specific categories like calculators and financing, my certifications and designations, about eXp Realty, many 185 FAQs, tips, and tutorials. We continue adding to our arsenal of blogs and articles. So you might want to check out that often. Can, read about me a little bit more, just depends. So, and the Valley of the Sun. I like to, I'll just stop right there. I could just talk about that forever. So, and then also from our resources, also very helpful. There are some very helpful links from the category Arizona, finance, and guides, as well as helpful links. For example, I love working with Magnus Title Agency. They have an estimated closing cost sheet that you can use to generate, an estimated closing cost sheet for a buyer or a seller or both. Many, calculators, 1031 exchange information, a link to show you the 15 Phoenix villages that we have. We also have 36 beautiful, charming historic districts in Phoenix. We also have a link here to short descriptions of the most widely used forms from our Arizona Association of Realtors. I personally am a member of the Phoenix Association of Realtors. Of course, part of the Arizona Association of Realtors. And then we have some information for seniors. I have a link to the Maricopa County Assessor's Office, the Recorder's Office, the Treasurer's Office. I don't have Pinal listed there. I actually should add that, right? So, and then also from our resources, please scroll down just a little bit more from which you will find, let's scroll down to the very bottom. There's a link here, download here, which will provide you with a PDF file, current version of all of my trusted vendors and service providers. And if you have questions um, about, anything pertaining to who could, fix my roof or paint my house or do this, you know, reach out to me, give me a call, send me an email, or have a look at the individual companies that I suggest working with from here. You can just simply click on the category, painting and stucco, or if you're looking for, let's see, show all the categories, you're looking for an appraiser or a home inspector. You'll be able to see the home inspection companies, individuals that I prefer working with or work with often. Of course, there are many others. Or if you're looking for a roofing specialist, Eco Roofing Solutions, yeah, Healthy Structures, on and on and on, as well as one particular title and escrow, landscaping, and handyman. I love referring business to Gilbert and Ruby Ponce for many reasons. Reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? Also from about, you'll be able to read reviews and testimonials, and then also schedule an appointment with me. And I have one page here called video tutorials. This lists out a couple, two or three or four of the, hundreds of videos I have available on my YouTube channel that you can access from here. Okay. And then market snapshot. So you're going to find a lot of helpful market report related data from the area pages here. The market snapshot will show you even more details. When you pull it up, it will default to display the entire kit and caboodle of Maricopa and Pinal counties. So you can just click on the X as I'm doing there. And if you're interested in Mesa, just start typing Mesa and make sure to select the city, and then it will pull up your market snapshot, giving you some helpful information, average days on market, some market trends. I encourage you to subscribe to market updates. I can also, help you get subscribed to those as well. Recent listings, active and pending, etc. So I think you'll find that helpful too. And having said that, I think that's the end of the video tutorial. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and I hope that you have a wonderful summer and look forward to meeting you soon and wish you and your family only the very best. Thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.